Now, Raikou as a Pokemon, I think, is a bit underexplored. And this generation, of course, all the Pokemon lost hidden power. So Raikou doesn't get hidden power ice or hidden power fire. And that does somewhat limit Raikou's offensive capabilities. But they also gave Raikou Scald this generation. And Raikou comes with Weather Ball and Aura Sphere and a few other options that I think that still make Raikou pretty scary, right? You could run Raikou on rain teams with Thunder and Weather Ball. That'd be really scary. You know, and Scarf Raikou and hit blisteringly fast speeds. Now, there's a lot of options that you could do with Raikou as a Pokemon itself. Sub called Mind, right? Technically, you could maybe make a pressure stall set of some sort. I think there's certain things that Raikou could do that haven't really been explored that much. In addition, I think that depending on Raikou's teammates, it could have a decent role as a Pokemon. Now, if we look at Raikou's stats, Raikou doesn't have the strongest special attack at 115. Of course, 115 is nothing to sneeze at, but at the same time, when your ability doesn't boost your power, and you have relatively weak moves, right? Thunder would be the strongest move that Raikou could run on a rain team. Other than that, a Thunderbolt is 90 base power, and it's not close combat, it's not Earthquake, it's not a Brave Bird, it's not going to be super hard to switch into. And so Raikou isn't particularly the strongest, it doesn't get any recovery, and as a pure electric type, it is going to be cursed with getting pretty hard walled by ground types. Now, Raikou does get Scald, and that does help, but you still have to play around with that limitation, right? If it got U-turn, there would be something there. I think the other problem with being a pure electric is that you have to compete with Pokemon like Tapu Koko, which have electric terrain, which is far more utility-based and is going to boost its power. In addition, Tapu Koko is faster, has secondary typing in Dazzling Gleam, and has Grass Knot, so it's not like it's walled by ground types particularly either, and has U-turn. And Taunt Roost, right? So you're competing with Tapu Koko, that means slot. But Raikou, I think, still has some advantages over Tapu Koko. And probably the main one is that it has Scald, which now really is an obnoxious move to have to try to switch into, right? And so Raikou on this particular set, what I want to try to do with this set is two things. First of all, we're going to click Discharge and Scald as often as we can. If I can put statuses on my opponent, then that will allow the rest of my teammates to sweep in the end. And the second thing that we want to do with Raikou is we want to get Weather Ball kills. So we've got Alolan Ninetales on this team, and that'll give us a really strong ice move that'll hit Landorus and Garchomp, a 4 times super effective, right? As opposed to Scald, which only hits Lando 2 times and is neutral on Garchomp. Weather Ball just obliterates both of them. You know, I don't care. I think that even Spit Off Lando takes quite a lot from this. So, that's what we're dealing with here. We're just running a full offensive set, and I have leftovers on this set as opposed to Life Orb because I don't want to get worn down. Raikou has a passable bulk, and so we don't want to just completely run through it, as opposed to something like Regieleki, where you don't mind taking Life Orb because it's so frail anyway. Raikou, I was running Heavy Duty Boots on this set before, but I think Leftovers is better if you want to stay in for 2 or 3 turns. Even if you have to take Stealth Rock, after a couple of Leftovers turns, you basically get it back and then some. And so I think Leftovers overall is a better option. And I don't want to be locked in with a choice item like Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. I don't think that particularly this team wants that. But speaking of being choiced, we're going to make our Alolan Ninetales Choice Specs. We're still going to run Aurora Veil in case we need it, but we're going to run Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Moonblast, and just try to break through things that want to come in on us. Alolan Ninetales is not very strong, but Specs Alolan Ninetales can threaten certain teams, especially with Freeze Dry and Blizzard. Ice is really good offensive typing, and so that in combination with Moonblast, we can hopefully bust through certain Pokemon like Tyranitar that would normally want to come in on Alolan Ninetales, right? Tyranitar comes in, it takes 30% from Moonblast. You can't keep doing that over and over again. Eventually, if I want to get Aurora Veil, I'm going to get Aurora Veil. Next up, we got Swampert. Originally, this team had Crocodile as its ground type, but we were really Magna Zone weak like extraordinarily Magnezone weak. And so we had a Volcanion and Crocodile on this team, and I swapped them both out. I still need a ground type, so I'm going with Swampert. That really is a good Pokemon for Magnezone, and so that's why this is here, as well as for Heatran. Both of those Pokemon were pretty problematic, and this will be our rocker, as well as giving us some momentum with Flip Turn. Damp is the ability on this. I think that's supposed to be specifically for Regieleki, but we could run Torrent, but I'm not too concerned about Flip Turn getting boosted. If we had Scald on this, I would run Torrent though. Next up we got Corviknight. Corviknight is going to run Body Press. I may regret that and wish I had Brave Bird. It's a struggle to know what to run on a Corviknight at a given point in the metagame. That's just what we're going with right now. And then Hydreigon is going to be our Choice Scarfer. This will not outspeed Choice Scarf Kartana, so we have to keep that in the back of our head. Don't want to get swept by that. We got to keep our Corviknight healthy. But besides that, it'll outspeed like Lele and stuff like that, right? So that's what we're going with here. It'll also be our Dark type in case there's a Prankstermon that we have to worry about. Finally, we got Kartana. And this Kartana is going to be the Timid Cart. I don't know if that's particularly strong in the metagame at the moment, but I think that when it comes to late game sweeping, I want to be able to get something that can outspeed my opponent's Scarf Pokemon in the end after one boost, and I think that's really useful for Kartana. So that's sort of what we're going with today. Hopefully we'll get a few kills with Weather Ball, and hopefully Raikou puts in some work. It'll just depend on what kind of things our opponents bring. If they bring really bulky Pokemon, or bulky teams, this will be a problem, right? This team does not do well with Stall, but it's a fairly balanced team. Okay. They brought a Rotom Mo, which is pretty interesting. And they do have a Metagross, which could be Cosmic Power. I sort of want to lead off with my Hydreigon just to scout and see what they're going to do. It's a little bit obvious, but I suppose I could also lead off with Ninetales. So I'm not sure what my opponent will actually lead off with. Slowking is bulky as a special wall, but it doesn't appreciate Scarf Dark Pulse. Okay, Heatran. I'm just going to go for Earth Power. I have the feeling they want to stay in. Okay, no. Good scout on my opponent's part. I'm going to go into Raikou now. With the Leaf Storm, good play. As they go for Will-O-Wisp, that was fine by me. And I'm just going to click Scald here. They want to stay in. They may get burned as well. Okay. I'm going to go into my Hydreigon. As they Pain Split, we're going to click the Dark Pulse. And then I'm going to click Dark Pulse again. In case they stay in, right? They don't have a good Dark switch in. If I had clicked Flamethrower, then they may have wanted to go Heatran, but I don't want to risk that. Yeah, look at that. They took 50%. Good. So that's fine. Eventually we'll get this Rotom killed. That's a really annoying Rotom set, though, I tell you what. Okay. They're not going to go for Earthquake here. I'm going to go hard Ninetales. Because I think this is going to be Tank Chomp. I'm fairly certain this is Tank Chomp. Okay. I used to go for Scale Shot. That works too. Now they can go into one of their bulky Steel types. I'm going to go into Swampert, predicting that. There's no way you go into Rotom on this. As they go Metagross, yep. I'm going to set up Stealth Rock. As they do the same. I think that's fair. We're just going to Flip Turn out on potentially Corviknight coming in. Rotom Mill, that works too. And they still don't have a good Dark Pulse switch in. I'm going to U-turn though. You don't stay in on this, I don't think. If you do, then I'm going to be a sad boy. Okay, I'm going to go Ninetales then. As they go for Volt Switch. Okay, that's fair. I guess I was burned. I forgot about being burned. Okay. I'm going to go Raikou now. As they Meteor Mash. Cool. I'm going to go for Scald. Because I want to get the burn on them if I can. I did not get the burn, unfortunately. And so now I need to go to Swampert. And I'm going to click the Flip Turn. If they go to Rotom, the Rotom will die. They go to Corviknight, which I feel like they should. Or Slowking, that works too. Okay, I'm gonna go Ninetales. And I'm going to click the Freeze Dry. Yeah. In case they want to stay in, as they seem to do. Their Corviknight is really weak. And I'm really weak to that Corviknight now, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go into Kartana. I'm going to click Knock Off Hard. That'll kill the Rotom, and it'll weaken the Corviknight a bit. Okay. I'm going to go into Swampert now. Actually, no, what is Swampert going to do? It's not going to do anything. I'm going to SD up. As I actually go for the Brave Bird. I actually kill, good. It's non+1. I don't know if I'm in range of Bullet Punch, but I probably will be after killing Garchomp if I kill. Kartana is pretty weak when it's timid, but at +2, I think this is still stronger than what you normally get. I'm going to click Knock Off here. I don't think we kill or get killed by Bullet Punch. And so this is good. We've broken through the Metagross, we've broken through the Corviknight. The Rotom is still not a particularly big issue. In fact, if anything, actually no, the Rotom dies to rocks, I think, is what happens there. Yeah, they really misplayed with their Corviknight. There's no way they should have Brave Birded there. You know, they did get me sort of low, which is a problem. Oh, good play on their part. I could have gone for Leaf Blade there, but that works too. Okay. Just looking at it, Corviknight doesn't win against anything else on their team. So I'm just going to click Body Press with Corviknight. And hopefully this, since it's Skill Shot, there's no way to rest, right? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to go hard Swampert here. I don't want to sack my Corviknight quite yet. Garchomp does not die to Stealth Rock. Okay, I'm going to flip turn here. As it goes Slowking, yep. Cool. I'm gonna go Corviknight. And I'm going to click the Defog first. As I click Feature Site. Now I'm going to click the U-turn. I'll go Slowking. As I go Flamethrower, and now we're going to go for Toxic? Earthquake? Alright, if I can kill the Slowking, then this is all I needed, right? I think that's fine by me. Garchomp will... excuse me. Garchomp will still die. Slowking will die. And the Heatran, I think, dies to Earth Power from 88%. I hope it does. So I think this is still fine by me. Well, let's find out. The big problem, I guess, is that will Garchomp be able to get off a Skill Shot? If Garchomp gets off enough Skill Shots, then we've got an issue. So I feel like I have to go... Well, actually, do I go hard Corviknight? No, I think I'm just going to stay in an Earthquake. Yeah, I don't want to let him set up. If they got +2 and then went for Skill Shot, that would have been the bigger problem. Okay, now just Earthquake, as they have to Earth Power here. Oh, their Eruption. Okay. Well, let's see what happens if we kill with Hydreigon. That'd be great, and we do. Cool. We're off to a good start. So the Raikou, Game 1, didn't get off any burns, unfortunately, but it tried. And I think it was pretty useful against the Rotom specifically. One of the things I like about Raikou in the OU tier is that it acts as a decent electric answer. Okay, I'm gonna lead off with Hydreigon again. They've got Heatran, which is annoying. They've got Volcarona, which I suppose is annoying. You know, I don't know what the right answer is here. I think this is a Giga Drainer. You never know what Volcarona has, and that's what makes Volcarona so scary. I want to quickly actually do a calc on this. So let's look at Hydreigon. Okay. So Dark Pulse does absolutely nothing. So let's U-turn here. Go to Swampert. We got burned. That's unfortunate. Now I'm going to flip turn. Say Bug Buzz. And okay. They are technically faster than me. I wonder what set this is. Let's do some calcs right now. Okay, so this bulky set has 16 special attack and a +1 Bug Buzz did okay, wait. Bug Buzz did 54%. And they're not Life Orb. They're not Life Orb. So 252 +1 against my Swampert to do 54% requires that they be modest, which means they cannot be timid. So at +1 then, Hydreigon comes in, goes for Dark Pulse. +1 Spadef does 20%, which they are, and I outspeed them. Okay, hopefully we did that calc right. Hopefully we did that calc right. And it looks like we did. Yay! Good, good, good. Alright, I want to go now. I have to save Swampert. I have to keep it healthy. That is very important. And I have to keep Hydreigon around as well, because they got Lottie, they got Dragapult. And every time Hydreigon comes in, it just sort of gets to run the show. So I don't want to waste it against Heatran right now. What's actually sort of useless is Corviknight to an extent, but it's sort of useful against Lando. Raikou is looking not very useful, actually. So I'm going to click the Volt Switch now. And I'm going to go back into Hydreigon in case they click Earth Power, as they do. And now I'm going to click Dark Pulse, because I thought they'd go Landorus. But they actually didn't. I'm a little bit surprised. If I had Earth Powered there, that would have been really, really good for me. So, bit of a misplay on my part, because I needed the Hydreigon. But such is life. Okay, flip turn now. We never stay in on this. Or we never stay on what's coming in. And what's coming in is almost something that's not Heatran. Okay, or not. Okay, let's go Raikou now. We're going to click Scald. And the Heatran goes down. So the Heatran got off a lot more damage than I feel like it should have against my team. I'm just going to click Discharge right now. Unfortunately, we don't get the para. Okay. And I don't need this so much anymore. It would be good for Lando, though. Right. And it does outspeed Latios. I'm going to actually sack the Corviknight, I think. Okay. So now we go into the Kartana. And I'm going to actually bluff the Choice Scarf. Right? He doesn't know that I'm not Choice Scarf. If they Shadow Ball, then I think we lost the game. But they should do that, yes. Actually, you know what I should have done is I should have actually just knock off. That would have been the smarter play to do there. Oh well, okay. This is good though, because I got my hail set up. And the hail set up with Raikou is pretty scary. Time to just throw off blizzards. And that dies, okay. And at this point, I don't really know if I have anything left to do. Well, that actually killed. Cool. Okay. Bit of a misplay against that guy. I definitely should have just attacked what was in front of me. I think that would have been a lot better off. Alright. Gonna lead off with the Hydreigon, because Torkoal probably is a good lead. If they lead off with this, I will also... I'm gonna U-turn actually, because Swampert is pretty safe switching. And now I'm going to go for the flip turn. Okay, or not. Or not. You got me, my guy. Okay. Now I'm going to go into Raikou, and I'm going to click Volt Switch. It could go into Mamoswine, as they do. I'm going to click Scald now, and I'm going to click Scald again. And they're not dry skin, so they're solar power, which makes sense. Okay. I don't know what they're going to go into here. I wonder, they're probably going to go into like Volcanion just because they know that I'm going to go for a water move, right? They probably were predicting me to switch out there if I had to guess. But they don't really want to go into anything, I'm guessing. So this is sort of a predicament for my opponent. How much is their Torkoal going to take? Probably not much, because this isn't boosted, and it's going to be in the sun. And Scald is a weak move coming off of Raikou. Still stronger than Hidden Power, and with a 30% burn chance, so we'll take it, but it's still a weak move. Yeah, so you go Mamoswine. I think that would be a very bad play, but I want them to make that bad play. We'll free up my Hydreigon later on. And Venusaur is a major problem for this team. Oh, they went Garchomp. Ultimate choke. Okay. I'm going to go Corviknight here. And I'm going to U-turn now. Go for Fire Fang. Going to go into Ninetales. And I'm going to... I'm going to go double into Hydreigon here. Yep. And I'm just going to click Earth Power. You don't want to switch anything into Earth Power. Apparently you want to switch Volcanion onto Earth Power. Imagine if I'd done that turn 1. Okay, now they get to go Venusaur, I suppose. Alright, go Corviknight here. As they go for Ice Shard. I'm just going to click U-turn. Let's go Heliolisk. And I'm going to go back into Hydreigon. And we get to click Earth Power again. As they are Scarf Hydreigon. Or Scarf Heliolisk, rather. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to go for Ninetales, because I don't want this to set up a Scale Shot. As yep, that's what they go for. Now, last time we had this matchup, they doubled. I actually sort of want to just go for Blizzard here. Wow, actually hit. Crazy. Okay. I'm going to go Corviknight here. I don't need it. I'm going to go Hydreigon now. And I'm going to go for Flamethrower. Okay. So now they know I'm locked into Flamethrower. So I'm going to go into Ninetales, as that actually works out really well for me. And I'm going to go into Raikou, I think is the correct play. Is that they're going to go Torkoal here. And now I'm going to click Scald. And if I had clicked Weather Ball, that would have been crazy. Okay, that actually kills, unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to click the Blizzard again. If I can hit the Blizzards, that'd be great. Unfortunately, we don't. I'm going to sack Kartana. So here, click this. Scout, that's cool. I'm going to go into my Ninetales. And now we're going to click Blizzard again. I think that was not a bad play on my opponent's part. I feel like a Hydreigon may live a Lava Plume if we don't get burned. No, we didn't. Good. Okay. Earth Power here. And now we had to see if we could outplay that, but we didn't. Okay. It was basically GG at this point, and my opponent knows it. So, good on them. I don't really know what I could have done better in that game, but I'm sure I made at least 1 or 2 misplays. I'd have to go back and look at it again. Okay, so I need to get up Stealth Rock in this game. I'm going to go Swampert as our lead, because I feel like you're going to go Excadrill, yep, for sure. I'm going to set up Earthquake, and then I'm going to go Flip Turn. Okay, yep. I don't know what you're gonna do. You're just gonna earthquake yourself. That's fine. I'm gonna go into Corviknight. Or maybe not, because that invites in Volcarona. Okay, I'm gonna go into Raikou. I think my opponent won't go into Tapu Fini or Moltres on Raikou. You may want to go Poltegeist. Yep, as they do. Okay. I'm gonna Volt Switch here into Hydreigon, because Hydreigon cannot be beat down by Shadow Ball, really. And now I just click Dark Pulse. That's the nice thing about Hydreigon on this team. Now their Focus Sash is broken, so they can't really waste. Like they can't. They've sort of wasted that Pokemon, right? They shouldn't have set up that early. Now they actually, I feel like they could have gone Moltres there. That might have been a better play on their part. What do we want now? I feel like I want to go to Ninetales. I'm just going to start throwing off Freeze Dries. Yeah, you don't want to stay in on this. And you can't go into Kartana. And you can't go into Moltres on this. They're just going to sack it. Cool. And this lets them go into Volcarona. Or this. That works too. Okay, we go Corviknight here. Okay. I'm going to click Body Press. And I was Chople Berry. Cool. I'm going to click Defog, actually. Okay. Okay. So that was probably a bad play on my part, because they were they were also Timid Cart. So I won't be able to outspeed them. I was planning on outspeeding them with Hydreigon. But what I should have done is I should have roosted. That's what I should have done. Unfortunate on my part. Okay. I don't think Raikou lives, though. Is the unfortunate part. Right, that was Sacred Sword. Now comes Leaf Blade. That killed me. I don't know if that mattered. Probably not. Alright. Yeah. So I misplayed there. I should have roosted with my Corviknight. But I thought for some reason that they were not timid. Okay. Now this guy's got a Wall Rain, so I don't want to lose against this opponent, that's for sure. Gonna lead off with Swampert here in case they lead off with Rotom. I don't mind it getting burned. I don't think I need that. I want to get up rocks more so than anything else. And if they lead off with Tapu Fini or Tapu Lele, I am Spadef. That'll help out against maybe anything except for Psyshock, but I can always go into Corviknight on that. And Pangoro is an interesting Pokemon in the OU tier. It's pretty strong. It's got Scrappy, so you can click Close Combat even if you think Dragapult's going to come in. Yeah, I thought they might go Rotom Heat here. Okay. You think it's a trigger? I'll click Stealth Rock anyway. Yep. Okay, go Raikou now. Choice Specs. That's cool. Okay. And now I get to go for Scald, and nothing really wants to come in on Scald. I guess Walrein can come in on Scald. But then you're in front of you brought your Walrein out on a Raikou. I want you to think about what you just did there. Alright. And they have no electric immunity, so this is a really free move. I guess the thing that they're probably thinking is, I have no electric immunity. This Raikou runs up on me. I don't really care about my Walrein at this point. So they're probably just sacking it. Okay. Barraskewda, we're not going to sack you. I'm going to go Corviknight here. And it's a Life Orb. Barraskewda, interesting. We're going to flip. U-turn on their flip turn. Yeah, because I don't want to let in the Rotom for free. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. Okay. I'm going to go back into my Raikou. I'm going to click Scald again. You still don't want to switch in anything on this. You can leave the Rotom in, but it's going to die. Or Rotom. Okay, good. So with the Rotom gone, that really frees up the Swampert to click Earthquake, except for, I suppose, the Dragonite. I'm gonna Volt Switch here into my Ninetales. Okay, as they go for Power Up Punch. Now we're just gonna click Specs Freeze Dry, and they're probably gonna click Bullet Punch here. So I'm actually going to go into Kartana. As they actually click Drain Punch, crazy. Now I'm going to click the Sacred Sword. Okay, fair enough. And then I'm going to go for Hydreigon. And I'm just going to click the U-turn. Okay. And then I'm going to go into the Swampert. His Hail Ends. I think it'd be nice to be able to... If they go Barraskewda, I'm just going to Earthquake. If they go Tapu Lele, I'll flip turn. If they go Dragonite, I will also flip turn. As I go for Defog, which I don't really care at this point. And I just get to go for Blizzards. And Specs Ninetales is scary. Okay. And they go for Moonblast. Is that really a problem? What don't I need? I feel like keeping this alive isn't the most important. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just click Blizzard again then. And that's Draining Kiss. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's really fun. Unfortunately, I don't really know how well it worked out for them. I'm going to go Raikou. It doesn't have that much health, and I can always discharge, right? And so I have a 30% chance to get the para. And I get it. And so the main thing is they're not going to get any health back this turn. So now, let's do some quick calcs. Okay, we've got this Calm Mind right here. Hydreigon at +1 SPDEF. Does 27%, so that's not enough. Now, Swampert does 50% with Earthquake. So I'm going to actually go into Swampert, I think, is the better play. They're going to get probably a lot of health back from me, and they're still going to outspeed me. But I don't think that this is something that they can spam, and they can always get full paired. Yeah, right there. Good. Okay, and I'm just going to click Earthquake here. Wow, that actually killed. And now we're going to go into Hydreigon, because I feel like if you don't kill Barraskewda with the Dark Pulse, come on. Yeah, okay, good. So we don't lose to the Wall Ring. Good. That's fortunate. Try to get back up above the 1500s if we can. Alright, good. Well, this person brought a Persian. So they brought a bunch of Scary Mons. And they were like, ooh, Nihilego, that's cool. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to go all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to grab a Persian. Because that'll mean I'm a good player, right? I'm going to lead off with Ninetales. Because that threatens everything except for the Melmetal. So it's sort of obvious as what... No, I guess it doesn't threaten this particularly. Go Swampert on this. It covers both Nihilego and the Melmetal. Problem, they could have Grass Knot. I'm just going to click Earthquake. As they don't have Grass Knot. This is going to be Hypnosis. Knock off. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to go Raikou now. Look at this. They have no Electric Immunity. I'm going to click Discharge. And they're going to get zapped. Something's getting zapped. Okay, Melmetal gets zapped. And now I'm going to Volt Switch here. Okay, no need to bluff about being whatever. As I'll click Defog first, I think. Ew, the Thunderwave Melmetal. That's gross. Okay. Gonna body press a couple times in Nihilego. Because this isn't a Meteor Beam set. Got Power Gem. We'll click Roost first. Got a crit, which is unfortunate. Oh, that is even more unfortunate. Okay, I need to save this because I want to get off a a defog if I can. Wonder if I can. Go Hydreigon here. I go for Power Gem and get another crit. Kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna click U-turn. If they stay in, I will have to go Swampert, but Tornadus is what I feel like they should have always gone into. Unfortunately, something's gonna have to get paralyzed here. It's gonna have to be the Raikou. And I'm just gonna click Discharge. There's no reason for me not to click Discharge, I think. Because, yeah, like, cool. Now you're down to 7%. A little bit sad that it didn't kill. If I had Thunderbolt, that would have killed. So that's just something to take into consideration. Okay. This is a really good Pokemon against their team. I'm going to sack the Corviknight after all. I think we're just going to have to deal with everything getting paralyzed. I'm going to go into Hydreigon, and I'm going to click Dark Pulse now. I mean, this screams that, hey, I'm Choice Scarf. I don't know if they know I'm Choice Scarfed, but now they sort of do know. But getting rid of the Melmetal, I'll always take. They could always go Persian at this point, but I don't really know what that gets you. Okay. Now I go Persian. That's smarter. Okay. I'm going to go to Swampert again as I click Knock Off. That's why we did that play. I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. If they're going to get hazards up, okay, well, we're not going to do that then. I'm going to go for Flip Turn here. They're probably going to go Slowbro, yep, as they do. That was a fine play on their part. At this point, you'll notice, though, that they have no Freeze-Dry switch-ins. So, they can go into Dragapult and die, they can go into Tornadus and die, they can stay in and die. And they actually got Frozen, which is fantastic. Okay, Calc time. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Against Choice Specs, Ninetales. If you're not expecting me to be Choice Specs, 27 to 32. That is a nasty roll. And that's with no Spadef, no HP. You know, I don't think I risked that. It's too valuable. Okay, Power Gem. But you didn't kill, so I get to come in now with the Hydreigon. And I'm going to click the Earth Power. Because I feel like you'd go Persian or you'd stay in. If you go Tornadus, it's not like the end of the world, right? I think it's not the end of the world. Because I can go into my Raikou. Okay, good. We got rid of the Nihilego, which was a bit of a problem. I actually want to go into Kartana here, because I don't really care about it. And this sort of scares out a lot of... Well, it scares out Persians specifically. Okay. They may go for Flamethrower, so I don't want to do anything else except for stay in. And they may actually double switch here in case I'm Choice Scarf. But how high up are they? 1500s? It's hard to know. 1500s, you never know what your opponent's going to do. Right? You just brought in Dragapult on me. You don't even know if I'm Choice Scarfed. Unfortunately for me, they did not care about that. So let's see now. This is definitely Specs Hex. I'm going to U-turn here because I don't want to stay in. Now I'm going to go into Raikou, I think. Now we're just going to click Discharge again. They could stay in which case their Torn is dead and they have no more ground resists. If they go Dragapult, they risk the Para. And that's what we were hoping for right there. Okay, good. Okay, I don't know what we want to go for here. Is Ninetales more valuable? Is this more valuable? I think this is maybe what we sack. Actually, no, what we sack. We sack Hydreigon. I think. Okay, so go for U-turn. Okay, cool. And now we get to go. It's 361. That's a speed tie with Raikou. I'm going to go for Ninetales. I think that's a stronger position for me. I was just going to click the Blizzard. As a parting shot, and something's going to die. That's fine. Tornadus actually gets frozen. This is incredible. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, apparently they didn't have max speed, so I outsped them. Okay. I'm going to switch out into Raikou because I don't want to have this -1 special attack. I don't think I'm going to kill like that. Okay, now I get to go for Moonblast. And that'll still kill Dragapult, right? And now that I'm locked into Moonblast, I don't think that they have anything to kill me since they just clicked a knockoff. And even if I'm not Choice Specs, I feel like Moonblast should still kill Fur Coat Persian. Scary, scary. Oh, good. We got it. All right. So, Specs Ninetales. Good job. I like that. Timid Cart. I think Scarf is better. Scarf Hydreigon is always weak as heck, but it definitely has a decent speed tier and decent coverage. You just have to get your turns right. And Swampert is always been team player, and it's always a good Pokemon. But Raikou, I did not get to click any Weather Balls today, dang it. In my testing this team, because I actually tested this team, I got multiple Weather Ball kills, and I was hoping to get them again today, but unfortunately we didn't. But Discharge Parrot came in clutch in this game, and I think you can see that between Discharge and Scald spam, that Raikou is actually a really annoying Pokemon to try to switch into. So yeah, that's going to be the video for today, and I'll catch you guys next time.